Hi everyone, it's Luane and I'm here with my finished project. A couple weeks ago I posted a video on my Prima doll that I had done that I was planning on putting on a tag, and it ended up, I think I mentioned that it was going to end up being an oversized tag because she's a little bit too large for a small tag. Actually, this is the tag that I initially planned on using, and it was a little too wide for me, her dress was. So I ended up using a bigger piece of foam board, and this one measures, it's about 8.5 by 11 roughly. But I wanted to show you what I did. It is on foam board. Shoot. It's just regular foam board from the dollar store. I ended up covering the sides with the packaging tape. Oh my gosh, I should have had it handy. But I covered the edges with packaging tape, and then I covered up the rest of it with paper after I actually painted the edges with black acrylic paint. And then here's the back. I did 2 holes and I just put some lace through there, and I glued it down before I put the front piece of paper. So this is it right here. I have the purple paper in the bottom, and I added a bunch of bling and little black flatback pearls. They are everywhere. Right here I have 2 spiders. The 2 spiders kind of blend in together, and I didn't realize that it would blend in so much until after I'd glued everything down. But there's one and there's the other. And then for the background on top of the paper, I ended up using this black and white lace that I'd gotten from a swap a few years ago. Excuse me. And then I have this little piece of, I don't know what you call it. It's a piece of wood that I got at Michael's. It says the witch is in. Here's a little witch's hat, and I did gold rub and buff on top of that. Got it all over my fingers, but actually it looks really pretty. You can't really see the shine, but it's really, really, really pretty. There's that, and then again, here's my little Prima doll. I glittered up her body, her hair, with fine glitter and chunky glitter, and then the bottom of her dress with some sequins in the bottom, and some feathers, little skull and crossbone on her waist with a little gold, or not gold, green rhinestone there. And then I made these 3 flowers. I actually was going to, I have these leaves, these black leaves that I'd used a couple of years ago when I made my Halloween wreath. I just tore off the flower and the leaves just kind of sat there. So I used those, and I intended on using black roses, fake roses, but I didn't have any, and I didn't get a chance to go to Michael's. So I ended up making these roses, and look at how pretty they are. Aren't they gorgeous? I ended up using my Spellbinders die, the Spiral Blossom one, which is this one. And the die looks like this. And then after you cut it out, you have something that looks like this. Now I've tried, when I first got this die, I tried several times on making the flower, and it did not come out as pretty as these. Like, these actually look really good. Like, they look like real flowers. Well, not real flowers, but as close to real flowers as they can get. But this is what I ended up getting. Just that. Like, as much as I tried to curl the edges, it wasn't working for me. So I figured out through trial and error that to get my rose to look like this, I needed to start off with my little rose flower here, and I have a quilling tool. I tried using the end of a paintbrush. It just didn't work the same, and it didn't work the same because I wasn't getting that tight roll with the paintbrush because I couldn't do it with one thin enough. So I basically start from the end, and I just roll it out. And I know it seems a little time consuming. Actually, I did it this way. I cut this one I cut 2 of these, not facing the same direction, so. But with the quilling tool, I just curl the leaves, or the petals, before I roll the flower. Sorry, I'm trying to see through the camera here. Anyway, you get the gist of it. Just roll it out, so your flower ends up looking like this. And it's really curled. Like, it's not even a little bit curled. It's really curled. Can you see that? So when you have your flower and you're ready to roll it, I can't see. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to see through the little gap in the camera and the tripod. But you roll it. And it's not going to be perfectly round when you roll it, but see, it's a little square. Kind of squeeze it. And then you slowly let go, and then it looks like that. Can you see? Anyway, so that's how I ended up doing these flowers. And sometimes when I have time, I'll spray them with water first, I'll crumple them up, and then I'll use my quilling tool. So this is my finished project. Hope you guys like it. I'm sending it off to my partner tomorrow. She doesn't even know what it looks like. I just did a random swap with someone on Scrap Maidens on Facebook. So again, hope you guys like it. You guys have a great day. Bye.